Good evening, everyone. This is the New World Order Survival Guy. Today, I'm going to get into what's going on with the United States, China, the world economic system. I'm going to let you know what's going on. You know, I've been following this stuff for a very, very long time. And it was clear decades ago what they were trying to do or what move they were putting in place for the civilians of the world. It's all scripted. This, folks, is the New World Order, and it's unraveling right before your very eyes. United States used to be a powerhouse of wealth. Kids, we had the highest educational ratings in the entire world. Everything was made in the United States, from the United States. Just about everything. Wasn't until the 80s where our sellout government started forking everything to China. And that is all a setup for what's happening today. The whole global financial trade market, it's all a setup. It's all a scam for today. What once was a superpower, United States of America, is now falling to pure sabotage. Since 1913, the United States sold out to the globalist bankers. Ever since then, we got Social Security numbers, our corporate numbers, and we were, from then on, corporate America. Americans are corporate entities for these globalists. Anyways, now, well, you've been hearing stuff about, okay, the United States is going down, we're so far in debt, and all this. The United States doesn't have control over a financial system. Who has control are these bankers, these globalist banking corporations that took us over. They've been calling the shots. Each president, including Trump, is nothing but a freaking puppet for these globalist bankers. And that's the way it is. None of these presidents are calling shots. They're instructed by these globalist elites on everything they do. It may appear to some of you that, oh, Trump is better than Biden or whatever. But each one is a card. Each one has a part to play. They have a strategy, and Trump is part of this strategy. So here, United States is this major powerhouse. Throughout the decades, we relinquished that power. Then all of a sudden, we hear China is the next superpower, and blah, blah, blah. Couple moves were made. Boom, changed, didn't it? Now China's going bankrupt. Or at least all the major corporations within China, when it comes to trade deals and making those hundreds of billions of dollars, or if not trillions of dollars a year, through selling their product to America, because we are their number one financial contributor when it comes to buying their products. in a snap of a finger from China being the world economic powerhouse to collapse. That's all by design as well. And the leaders of China are in on it, just like the leaders of the United States are in on the collapse of America. Now, okay, United States is out, China's out. Who's next? There is nobody. Because of a chain reaction of collapses that happen in response to the superpowers, as far as country economic wise, it's a domino effect. Because there's only a small handful of the super elite countries that hold everything together, and everybody is nursing off them countries. And that's just the way it works. Now, China quickly got stuck in the gut with all this tariffs and all this crap. Now, it appears, oh yeah, we're sticking it to the people that were doing us wrong for all these years. Plus, China is a communist country, and it's all a gimmick. It's all a gimmick. Who suffers? Like I always said, it's always the people that suffer. No matter what decision or what plan is put out there, the people always suffer despite what it appears like it's really doing. We're going to shut down Chinese business. We're going to shut down their economy, teach them a lesson. Hey, who gives a shit about them? We're going to make stuff here in the United States and blah, blah. That ain't going to happen. To any reasonable extent, it's not going to happen. Thousands of major manufacturing companies are in China, and that came from decades and decades of progress on their part. You can't just say, oh, we're making all our shit here. It ain't going to happen. You know how long it takes to make factories? Years. It takes a very long time to build these things. There's not empty factories ready to go, ready to be filled with American workers. It's just not the truth. So we relied on China by design. I don't see how we ever relied on a communist country in the first place. They're bad, they're evil, they're communists. They slave their children and stuff to work for free and all this stuff for our benefit. It's just purely questionable about the whole motive behind that in the first place. How are we going to go to wars because people do their own people wrong all the time, but we're going to allow some kids to be slaves and live through torturous conditions to get our products? Why didn't we stay with our products in the first place, American made? Because they knew it was going to trickle down the American way. It's going to trickle down our dollar. It's just a domino effect. It's a spoon feed of bullshit throughout time that they knew was going to demolish us. Because we ain't done nothing but get more in debt, and not to mention took our jobs, just demolished the American dream by the shit in the hands of the government via the globalists that are really pulling these strings. This is the creation of the New World Order, everyone. This is what it's about. It's about making the world rely on a few superpower countries that hold the wealth. The whole world was based on our dollar. Only for it to collapse, and then everybody else is going to collapse too. It's all controlled. It's all pre-planned and orchestrated. They want everybody reliant on the same system, so when they collapse that system, everybody's going to fall with it. Solution: New World Order, one world currency, let it be known, one world government, which has already been in place for many, many decades. They just got to break everybody down. And that's what's happening right now. We get everything from China. 90-something% of everything we have and sell, especially in retail stores or whatever, come from China. And I'm talking about, okay, maybe, and I'm talking about food and everything. But the food and the stuff that is here, the packaging guarantees comes from China. The products, the materials to make the packaging, whatever, most of it comes from China. They're not going to distribute product out throughout the nation without packaging. You know, I mean, this is a coordinated setup. You are witnessing the fall of the global economic system. Period. It's going to be a war between tariffs, punishing everybody's country, everybody's citizens economically. I mean, people are losing their jobs over there. People are going to lose their jobs over here. And it's just going to be utter chaos. I'm telling you right now, prices are going to skyrocket. So I suggest everyone get their prepping necessities, food, water, containers, anything that might be a problem here shortly to get, which is a lot of things. It's just depending on what you consider necessity other than what's common necessities like food, water, medications, and so forth. It's coming. It's coming. It is a chain reaction of destruction that's going to be knocking on your door very shortly. You know, this Trump administration, Elon Musk is a damn joke. Everybody knew he was crooked. It's kind of like what Trump said on his last term. And I quote, "You knew I was a snake before you let me in." And that's the truest thing Trump ever said. Everybody knows Trump is a snake when it comes to the business world. And now you have this guy, this Republican, which prior he was a lifelong Democrat. It doesn't matter. Right wing, left wing, they're part of the same bird. It's Republican, Democrat, it's an illusion of choice. They make you believe there's only two choices, there's only two sides. Which one are you on? And they spew a bunch of bullshit to make you feel important, like you have a vote, which you don't. They make it seem like they're so enemies, Democrat and Republican, but what's Trump known for? Being the best of friends with the Clintons, and always have. Always have. And always will. It's a big club, and we're not in it. All these presidents, all these world leaders, leader of China, Canada, India, Russia, United States, Israel, everybody, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Venezuela, everybody, Mexico, they are all corrupt and all in on this together. The ones that weren't are no longer with us today. The world leaders that went against the grain and didn't want this new world order, they wanted to do their own. They want to have their own money backed up by real gold. That they don't want to have nothing to do with these world bankers. They are no longer with us. And, of course, they're demonized. Make it sound like they're torturing and whatever their own people, which is a flat-out lie. But I talked about that many shows, so I won't really get in that today. The world is controlled by a shadow government. A shadow government which has long been standing and been pulling these strings for these so-called world leaders or elite countries such as United States, Israel, China, everybody. They've been pulling all their strings for a very long time. They make the decisions. They have the plan, and they let these presidents and prime ministers and whatnot tell them how to coordinate that plan. Each of them have the job to do. Everything's in sequence. And we just hang on for the ride, hang on for the lie, hang on for the bullshit. Trump is a chess puppet. He's a pretty good one. He got a lot of you people fooled. You know, I just hope you guys wake up to this, man. Because ready or not, it's coming. Tariffs will create a world collapse or appear to be the excuse for this world collapse. Everybody's going to punish each other and they're going to just tell everybody, yo, hang on tight, man. We told you it's going to be a rough ride, but you wanted to vote for me. So shut up. You don't say a damn word. Let me do my thing. I gave my word. I'm going to handle this. He's going to handle it all right. So, they'll have a solution after this is all said and done. The solution is the New World Order. the Great Reset. And this can be assisted with that AI, artificial intelligence, that they keep pushing through. And they warning you and warning you and warning you. And most people just one ear out the other. Or they'll take consideration, they'll try to figure it out. That's what they like to do. They like to have your mind running a million miles an hour, all these different directions, when it's simple to the globalists, and they just laugh at your confusion. You're just chasing the rabbit. You're sitting here fighting the bear when it's really simple to figure out. Every single president that we've had that I can remember always publicly talked about the New World Order. That's what's happening. They're breaking down these countries so everybody's going to drop to their knees and beg for a solution to save. It's not just a national economic crisis. It's not just pockets of economical collapses. This is an international, global collapse. The superpowers and all the little calves, they're going to break off the superpowers' nipples, and it's all going to collapse. Because you're talking about the most powerfulest financial countries in the world. See, we're one of the most financial sturdy countries in the world with $37 trillion deficit. How is that? It's coming down. It's coming down. And everything is by design. USA made coming. It's too late. Too late. That can't happen on short notice. And when we get most of our supplies, like China would provide the supplies for the products they make to send to us, we're not just talking about distribution centers. We're not talking about manufacturing centers. We're talking about supplies. You got to have factories that make stuff for the factories, and then distribution centers, and then us. What do you guys think? Put some comments down of your opinion. I'd like to hear them. I mean, I ain't got all the answers, but I'm awake enough to know what the hell's going on. I've been waiting. Not looking forward to, but waiting for this day to come. I've been expecting it for a very long time. So, people are going to suffer. It's going to blow your mind, the prices that are going to go up. The products that you're used to having, that you're going to fail to see in the supermarkets. Everything is going to go up. Wars? Is there going to be a World War III? That's been the obvious for the ladder that always has been climbed throughout the time. But are they switching it up now? And the new war is going to be financial wars? Just other means other than a physical armed war? I don't know. I don't know. Um, but a physical war is always on the table. It's just for the past couple of years they've been really harping this war shit and putting out scare tactics and stuff and probabilities and threats of wars and rumors of wars that never really came to play other than Ukraine. But other than that, it's oh shit. We're getting ready to go to war. You know, it's imminent. It's blah 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 blah, and then nothing. A stupid word was said like an immediate like they came up to an agreement. Right when it was just imminent nuke war or something. Just totally nope. So war is definitely on the table, but I'm not going to jump to that. I'm so sick of that game. You know, a lot of these YouTubers, they just keep on every single day. Nuke planes and nuke bombers are up in the air and blah, blah, blah. I mean, every freaking day. It's like, I can't believe how many people are still watching these freaking idiots, man. I mean, that scare tactic literally works every single day for years. And it's just like, God, dude, I mean, people rotting their life away with scare tactics and misinformation. Not to saying these YouTubers are, some of these YouTubers that I'm talking about are intentionally trying to scare them into submission, you know. But, you know, obviously nothing was credible enough to actually happen. So, I don't know. I'll get exhausted. I do get exhausted watching them and just. But what is going to happen is this world economic crisis. It's already happening. But I'm talking about, it appears to be a world severe depression that's coming. I mean, at the very least. What are you going to do to prepare yourself and your family? Or are you? Or you just think that it's going to blow over? It's time. It's time to get your supplies. It was time years ago. And with soaring prices on stuff now, it's going to be that much harder. And very shortly, you're going to see the repercussions of these tariffs and these global, I guess you could call it economic war, that everybody's battling against each other. You got Trump in there acting like he's just going to punish the world, punish Canada, punish Mexico. It's like, dude, I guess nobody wants fruits and vegetables in the wintertime, because where do you think we get those fruits and vegetables in the wintertime? We get it from Mexico. I don't believe any of this. I mean, there are cartels and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. And they're bad people. I get that. But tell me our DEA and other agencies of our government haven't been working with them cartels for a very long time. You know what I'm talking about. Of course they have. Because our government is in on it too. Absolutely. So that's basically the points I want to bring up today. Um, and I can't stress enough about getting supplies, people. Ammunition is supposedly way cheap right now, and it's supposed to get cheaper. You know it's going to be short lived. Stock up on ammo. Um, the major one that's hitting low prices right now are the 5.56s, 9 millimeters. A couple other ones, but those are the main. And shortly, it's supposed to domino effect to the other rounds. So that's what I've been hearing um, on a lot of these media outlets. So haven't been checking in the stores myself personally, but it's going around at a lot of these Second Amendment YouTube channels, and that's what they're saying. So I check into that if you're interested in buying ammunition to stock. So where does this leave bricks? Real quick, bricks. You know, they're supposed to get their own financial system, their own currency. They're supposed to lead this new world order on their behalf. You know, China is a big one because that's the one with all the money in that little group. Not no more. It appears not no more. So what's going to happen with that? Because the United States calls out a new world order, a great reset, some, you know, and then BRICS have their own version of the new world order, which, like I said, they're all a part of this great imperialistic scam against the people, the citizens of the world. They bring it to you like it's hopes and dreams, but it ain't nothing but a tyrannic scam. So we're going to wait and see, but I'm telling you, this is all a gimmick. This is all coordinated, and it's all by design. Believe it or not. New World Order survival guy. Trying to give you some thought, indication. I mean, please wake up and realize that you're being lied to in every aspect. None of your governments are for you. They're for who gives them their paycheck. And I'm not talking about our tax dollars. I'm talking about the one that controls them. That if they don't behave, something's going to happen to them. Because those globalists don't play. They demonstrated that tons of times. So, New World Order Survivor Guy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your points of view in the comments. Any suggestions for future show? Drop it down below in the comments. I'm always looking into new topics and stuff that people are interested in. But otherwise, I'm just gonna be hitting these reviews on a lot of products, talking about little things like this. I haven't been really talking about um, basically things that's been going on lately because I like to sit and listen and just wait for the bullshit cutoff. You know, oh war, we're gonna war, we're gonna war, we're gonna war. Oh, we're headed over there now, and then nothing. Bye bye. That's what I'm waiting for, and it's happened tons of times while I was waiting. So yeah, I don't like to foam out the mouth, man, on these stupid scare tactics, and uh, you know, it's really hard to look like an idiot doing these YouTube channels because no matter what you read and look at, and some of these YouTubers say, "Oh, I got intel and insiders and shit like that," they're full of shit. Because every one of them that said, "Oh, I got insiders," blah 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 blah, blah, and they said we're gonna go to war in January, February, that never happened. Always full of shit. So don't listen to anybody, any YouTuber that says I got insiders. I mean, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. So, anyways, get to the store, get what you need, get your supplies. Very important while you can. At the very least, if you find anything in stores here coming up shortly, hey, you're talking about skyrocket prices. Be aware. Don't get caught without supplies. As you all remember from the COVID in 2019, the toilet paper missing, people panic buying. So it's best to start getting stuff sooner than later, because when it's obvious, panic buying kicks in. You're going to be battling a million people at the stores. People are going to be hoarding certain items. And in this case, it'd be a lot of different items. So, that's all I got. New World Order, Survival Guy. Please like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.